Look, it does happen that it's not like my omission was deliberate. Sometimes it just never at that point in time.
No, General. The difference is you say in your statement at paragraph 38, you say, over time the remaining antelope also died, save for one blessed bog which is still on the plot. That's what you say in your statement. So at that point, you did have the opportunity, because remember the preceding paragraphs, you're talking about escalating costs, you no longer have money, and so you cease dealing in antelopes and emus and blessed bog. That's the background to it. And then you say at 34, over time, the remaining died, save for one blessed bog. And then at a certain stage, it began to display unusual behavior, and then that's when now you introduce Sergeant Nkosi, you account for the exchanges with Sergeant Nkosi. What is being put to you is that, but the way you describe what happens to your animals over time, it's curious at best that you don't mention that when you were left with, as they were dying, you got your friend or your driver to get other animals, which you still had by the time you were communicating with Mr. Nkosi, with Sergeant Nkosi about getting your animals. You don't mention that. In fact, you create the impression, and I think that is the correct impression, that they had all died. And you were left with only one, and in March 2024, you were being offered, we'll call them antelopes because that's the language you are using. You were being offered impalas at that time.
Chair, I may have to revert to my notes as I drafted, as I was writing and sending to my counsel, and then she was drafting. So I just wanted to ascertain whether, didn't I really also indicate that I acquired some in between? Because, like I said, Chair, it was completed late last night to an extent that the other concern was you've got to sleep early because you've got a long day tomorrow, and the council also, when I called, she was already sleeping because she's been working hard on this document, and we met in the morning. Some of the greater or finer details could have been really fixed, and I know